This is the second part of the 10-day series on how to edit for your business. Today we're going to be going over how I made this reel. And yeah, we're going to start off with the easy parts first and then hopefully ease our way into the more harder parts. And because we have to get the basics down, like keyframing, all that stuff. And then we got to move into the Fusion page because that's where most of the crazy edits happen. Alright, and I hope you enjoy this video. So here I am in the project. We're gonna first start off with this part where it says a goldfish has one of 9 seconds. So what you want to do first is get this stock video. So I have a Google Drive for that, right? So go ahead and download this one because this is the one you need. And then this is a font pack. Go ahead and download that too. So I just got to cut in here, but if you want a font on your DaVinci Resolve, you're gonna need to download it by opening up the font and then pressing install and then restart DaVinci Resolve, and then after that it'll just show up right here. So after you drag in the goldfish, it'll create this right here, timeline 1. And if you right click on that, timeline settings, while you're here, click on use vertical resolution because we want this to be a vertical reel. So you can see in the video, like the previous effect I did before, it like cut down the top and bottom, and then with the goldfish I also cut out the top and bottom like that. So how we can do that is there's 2 ways. The first way you can do that is just here in the edit tab. You can go to the inspector. I don't want this. Go to inspector. We talked about this in the last video, cropping, and you can crop top and then paste this exact same value for bottom. Now another way that you can do it is clicking on Fusion here. Now what Fusion is, and also if you don't go into there, you need to be hovering over your clip like this when you click on Fusion, and it'll show up like this. So what Fusion is just like another place to edit your videos, but there's like a lot more effects and things that you can do. One of those effects is a rectangle. This is a mask. So it's saying whatever is in this rectangle, keep inside, and whatever is out, just remove. And so you can see that everything's in nodes. This is media in, so this is our goldfish video. And then this is media out. This is what's being rendered basically. You can see that there's a gray square right here. You can connect this to your media out. This is your video. So when you connect this to your video, it's saying, hey, I only want this part of your video. Like that. And then you can go to your rectangle and then start changing it like this. I'm just going to have it just like this. I like it like that. Now for the text. We talked about it yesterday. Come back to the edit tab, by the way. If you click on titles, if you don't have text plus, just drag in text like this. Same thing, doesn't matter. And then just like search your text. There we go. And it'll show up. So I want AA, yeah, A. What you want to do is you want to type out your whole thing first. So I'm going to click on this, hold down Alt, and then drag it like that. And it's going to duplicate it. So if you have a voiceover here, you're going to want to just go like this. And then see when you say your next word. When you say that, you just want to drag your text and lock it like this. Oh, next word, I'm going to drop it like this. Next word, I'm going to drop it like this. Next word, I'm going to drop it like this. Until like your whole thing's filled out. So you want to click on this one by one. And just type it out. Goldfish. Next one. Has. Okay, so after you do that, obviously it doesn't look good. Click on your first one, and then you can see right here there's a square. If there's not a square, click this arrow and then press transform, and there should be a square. So just click on the square like that. You can just start dragging it like this, and you can also press the corners like that if you want to make it bigger, and then just do that for all of them like this. Also, if you don't see your text, you're gonna need to drag your playhead to the end. And then just drag it like that. So now it looks like this. And I don't have a voiceover right now, but it's gonna, if I had one, it would be linked up with that voiceover. Every time I say a word, that word will show up, is what I mean. Okay, so we're gonna do this effect for the next one because the people won't even stay for the value. It's a bit more complicated, but I'm trying to ease you guys into more complicated edits. What you want to do first is go to this website called Film Vibes. And what it is it's basically just a bunch of like film clips. I think the only problem is that it is a limited amount of downloads. But it's cool because in Film Vibes you can say cinematic shot, movies, videos, exterior, golden hour, and then like camera movement. And I think it's like AI like searches for it, which is pretty cool. So you go ahead and check that out. If not, I'll have some videos in the drive for you to download. Grab your first clip that you want and just drag it in like this. And what I like to do is just remove the sound because I don't want the movie sound in my video. And it should look like this. There's my first video. There's going to be text in the middle, but that's going to be at the very top of your timeline. So you just want to add in your other clips like this first. You can see that some clips aren't long enough sometimes. People won't care too much if you just copy and paste it and then reverse this one. So I'm doing that by right clicking, change clip speed, reverse speed. So I don't want to edit these two one by one, so I'm just going to press new compound clip and then create. Anyways, this compound clip I'm going to crop. So you can crop it, or even better, you can zoom it out. Now add in your next clip and then do the same thing but for the top. Okay, so once that's done, you just want to add in your text at the top. It's gonna be, for mine, I think I put value. And then your row put grotesque. And then that lasted the whole clip like this. And then lift this value up by 1 because you want to add in something right here, which is like the black box transition. Anyways, go to your effects thing, click on effects, drag in fusion composition, like right there. That's good. If you go on DaVinci Resolve, keyboard customization, you can see there's all the keyboard layout. So look up open in Fusion page. There, it's right here. Edit timeline, open in Fusion page. I set mine to T. So what that does is I can click on anything and then just press T and it will put me into that. And then, yeah, drag in your background, connect it to your media out. So yeah, this is just a black background, just keep it as that for the sake of this. And then, or if you want, change the color, right? Change the color to red. Okay, change the color to red, and then I forgot you had to drag this up. And there, it's red. It depends on what the color of your next clip is, to be fair, because this is a transition. So, yeah, we talked about the rectangle node. We're going to drag that onto the background like this. And it's only going to show this part of the red background. So if you remember, I had it like a growing box. So what you want to do is, okay, so if it's closed like this, just click it like that and it'll open it up. So what you want to do is you want to use keyframes. If you haven't used any editing software using keyframes or anything before, so what keyframes are is they're saying, okay, on this point, on this time in the timeline, I want you to be right here. And it's locking it in place. Okay, you are right here. And then if I go to 6, now you are right here, like right here. And what it's gonna do is in between these 2 points in time, it's gonna put itself in that position. You know what? I'm just gonna explain it right now. If you want something to ease in, there's gonna be something up here and it's gonna say spline. I want you to click on spline like that. And it should show something up like this. It should show something up like this. And it should say spline at the top. And then I want you to click this right here. And it should show a graph. What you want to do is you want to click and drag and select both of these. Press S. And now it's going to ease it in and ease it out for you. But what you can do is, let's say, nah, this isn't eased enough. What you can do is hold Alt and then click on this. If you don't hold Alt, it's going to go like this, and you don't want that. So hold Alt and then drag this out. Hold Alt, drag this out. It's going to ease it in more for you. Or, even better, press T and you can just do it like this. Easy. But for the sake of this animation, we don't need that, but we will be needing that in the future because it's very useful. So I don't want to undo all the keyframes. I'm just going to delete this and then just add a new one in. When you're animating this, you have to keep in mind that before this frame, there is nothing. There's no black box at all. So for the first frame, you can actually have it just like this. Just like a small little black box. It's not like moving like this. It's just kind of teleporting, if you know what I mean. So what you do for that effect is you keyframe. So first of all, keyframe to 0. Move up 2 frames. Actually, no, I'm going to move it up 1 frame. And keyframe that. And then move it up to another frame. And then move it. And it kind of gives that effect. Well, I'm going to move it up 2 frames here. And then move it. This keyframe is saying, hey, well, I'm going to be the same position at this frame. And then change just like that. Boom. So now it gives that effect. Keyframe, and then move it. And by the way, when you move it, it'll automatically keyframe, which is what I'm doing, if you're wondering. Keyframe, and then move it. And then you don't have to worry about the last one because it's gonna be, so go back to your edit tab. That's done. So what you want to do is you want to go back into it, press T. By the way, you have to select it and then press T. Click on this, and then you'll see something up here again. It will say keyframes. This is all about like the timing and everything. Like this is where you edit the keyframes that you already made, and it'll look like this. So press this. You get to see everything. And this is our entire Fusion composition. That's what this is. This is all the keyframes that we've placed within it. I want all of these to go to the back like this. And you can see every time this moves up, this is when the square is getting bigger. So I want this to take a slower time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this, well, longer to take. So I'm going to drag this, drag it out. Take this, just select all of these, drag it out. And now, if you go back, it should look like this. You're going to want to go to generators and then drag in solid color right here. And I'll show you where I'm doing that. Right here. Boom, solid color. And this is black solid color. So you just want to make that the same color that you already had before. I already know I chose the corner red. If you don't know, you're going to have to, go back and then see what the hex key is and then copy that and then paste that into here. Yeah. So on this part of the animation, I had my YouTube page and everything was sliding in, kind of similar to the first paper effect. It's a bit more complicated, but that should be it for today. I'm gonna leave it at that. We'll go over how I did that tomorrow, and we'll go over some other stuff too. Yeah, but yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want a free edit, go to my Instagram and DM me a message. And make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope you have a good day.